everyone, it's time for another writerly vlog. This one's going to be a little bit different. This one is called How to Read Like a Writer, and sort of why to read like a writer. Reading critically. Alright? Alright. What does it mean to read critically? What does it mean to read like a writer? Because if you are a writer or you're interested in writing, you really have to step up your reading game. I love reading critically, and I cannot think of reading any other way. Kinshu agrees. Once you have figured out how to read like a writer, say goodbye to loving every single book you read, or not liking a book but not understanding why you don't like a book. I don't know if you've noticed this, but one of my major gripes about some of the channels here on BookTube is that they're just gush videos about why people love these books without any reasons why they love them, except for that they just do. Or if they dislike a book, they're unable to put their finger on why they didn't like it. So once you learn to read critically, you'll be much more able to say why you liked and didn't like a book, which can be really helpful if you're doing book reviews like I am. The way to read critically is to think about and unpack everything that you're reading. You want to see how it's done, how it works. It's like taking apart a machine that you want to tinker with. You want to figure out how the author is doing what they're doing so that you can figure out how to do it yourself. Like, think about the shorthand that the author might be using. Think about everything that they put into a scene. Does it have a reason to be there? Does it not? What reason could it have to be there? What could it be foreshadowing? Try to think ahead and make predictions as you read as well. Look at all of the characters. Are they unique? Are they fleshed out? Do they have deep character traits? Or are they just a very surface character that anybody could project themselves onto? Do the characters have realistic flaws? If you are interested in characters and writing characters yourself, I actually have 2 videos for you about that. Links in the doobly-doo. But let's carry on with this, shall we? Also think about whether the world that you're being introduced to is introduced organically, or is it shoved down your throat? Or are you just told everything in one big info dump at the beginning? A shorthand that a lot of writers use to introduce their world is to take a character that is outside of it and put them in it, so that the readers can learn about the world at the same time the character does. Like, for example, Harry Potter. Think about the scenes. Are all of the scenes necessary? Does each and every scene either inform the characters or move the plot along? This is especially important to look for because in your own writing, this is something that you will have to figure out. Learn to identify different writers' styles. Every writer writes a little bit differently. Figure out what the styles are that you enjoy. This can really help you find your own style as a writer. It's okay to practice mimicking someone else's style if you really love it. Also look at the writing in general. How are the sentences put together? How's the word choice? Do the descriptions really bring images into your mind? Is there anything clunky or awkward that takes you out of the story? Weird punctuation or errors? Sentences that are too choppy or too long? Keep your eyes open for this kind of thing because it can help you watch out for it in your own writing. It's not a bad thing to really love a book or really hate a book, but it is immensely helpful to your writing and your reading skills to be able to figure out why. And remember, you're not doing this to be smug or superior or make anybody feel bad. You're just trying to understand and examine what authors are doing and why. So that was my video on how and why to read like a writer. I may have other thoughts on this later. Future videos could come along with similar topics. If you have any questions about this or really anything, comment below, let me know. And as always, remember, if you liked what you saw here, if you thought it was genuinely pretty cool, then share it with your friends. And I'll see y'all again next time. So will she. Brr. Brr.